Hello, Bill. How you doing, buddy? This is Alexander 2K, and this game is Baldur's Gate 3. We're looking at a loading screen for my save game, and the save game is going to take us to the first real fight in the game, 4 on 4, and I'll have my characters already positioned, as you see, and these folks here, this one, these four, these are all mine, and then these are the bad guys over here. And basically, we could go all day. The bad guys never move in such a way that they would see me here. What we're going to talk about today is combat, and specifically the actions you can take in combat. And in a fundamental way, it's very simple. You can take two actions. Um, you can take one green action and one orange action. Or conversely, you can take one orange action and one green action, but you can't take two green actions and you can't take two orange actions. So a total of two actions, they have to be one of each. So these are all the green actions. You just click on the button and it shows them to you, and it toggles back and forth there. And then these are all the orange actions. So you can see that these two do not overlap. So when I say that you can't take two green actions, that means you can't use hit him with your dagger. In this case, I think this is the rogue. Yeah. So in this case, if we did this twice in a row, that would be two green actions. I'd be hitting somebody, be swinging on somebody with a dagger twice. Can't do that. You can swing with the dagger and then do something fancy, like shove or something. Or you can do the shove and then you can hit him with the dagger. So the reason why I'm paying a little bit of attention to the actions you can take in combat are the way these are named. On the toolbar, it's a little bit confusing. See the square here? Just ignore that. We're not talking about that now. Just these two. This is for spells. Don't worry about it. So this is called an action, and this orange one is called a bonus action. Now, to me, when I read those, I said, oh, okay, I get an action, and then I get a second action. I get a bonus action. Like maybe there's some conditions, and then it's bonus. I get a second one. But it's not really bonus at all. You get one every time. It's not a bonus thing. You get it every time. Also, when I hear the term action and then bonus action, I think, oh, I'm taking an action, and then I get a second action, if you follow me. In other words, I interpreted it as I get two turns in which I can take any action whatsoever. But as I just tried to show you, these two actions are different. These are all the green actions, these are all the orange actions. So that's why I decided to call them, instead of action and bonus action, I decided to call them green action and orange action. I'm going to try and refer to them that way from now on. But the key point here is that you get two actions, but they are from two different subsets. You have to pick from the green subset, and then you can pick from the orange subset. Or you can do the orange subset first, and then pick from the green subset. The order doesn't matter, but they cannot overlap, and you can't do two of the same subset. So you can't do two greens, you can't do two oranges. Okay. So we're just going to give you a little demo here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an orange action, which is one of these, and then I'm going to take one of the green actions. So for the orange action, I'm going to walk over here, and then I'm going to do this one, the shove, and I'm going to try and shove him off this crate. It's about 50% chance. And just a side note, the movement does not affect either action, either kind of action, either subset of action. You can get to the end of your movement, and then you can do a green action, and then you can do an orange action. You get to the end of your movement, do an orange action, and then a green action. The movement does not affect it at all. The only difference, the only exception to that, I think, is a jump. And I think that's because jump is a distance, and if you're out of movement, you can't move anymore. Actually, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but it appears that once I get to the end of the movement, I can't jump anymore. So don't hold me to that, but I think that's right. So here's the movement, and you see I still have the two actions left. So I'm going to pick the orange action first, and I'm going to try and shove him off. I may not be able to do it. We're going to try a 75% chance. Let's find out. See, I'm going to call that unlucky, right? Now you may have noticed that I now have an action and a bonus action still remaining. Well, what was all that bullshit about just using, when you use up one, then you only get one or the other? Well, smartass, the answer is that now I'm in combat, and you may recall these action things only apply to combat. When you're not in combat, you can take any action you want, anytime you want, doesn't matter. In combat, so I made the movement and the shove outside of combat. Now I'm in combat, and I'm going to try and do exactly the same thing, which is shove him off here. Oh, I made it that time. And then I'm going to take a little bit of movement, and then I'm going to try and shoot this poor bastard right there. Ooh, 5 points, I'll take it. And then I'm going to try and, I think what I'm going to do here is just kind of step over here and hope I don't get shot by him when he gets some movement, which... Okay. So there's the bad guys. They were all surprised that somebody was in their midst. And, alright, so what's happening here is that this guy is in combat, but these other three here are not yet. So we're going to bring them into combat in just a minute. So, first thing we're going to do is stop shooting. Oh, look, I can hit the mage maybe from here. Oh, I'd like that. Can I crouch? Ah, so I managed to successfully hide. When I'm shooting from hide, I get the 5 to 15 damage. When I'm not hidden, or if I just use this one, then it's only 1 to 4. So I use the bonus action, the orange action, to crouch. And now from the other subset, I'm going to pick sneak attack. So you see how it matters the order. So I picked from the orange actions first because that let me sneak. And then when I take my action to shoot, I can use the sneak attack, which is far more damage. And I just hope I kill this mage outright. Oh yeah, that was good. That was good. We like that. So now we're just gonna take this one here. We're gonna bring her into the fight, and I think we're just gonna lay this down here. So this is grease, and hopefully if these guys come charging up the stairs, they'll slip on the grease. In the meantime, I'm going to come back over here where I can't be shot by the bowmen or anyone. Oh, and I have to get this one out of combat. So we're going to have her come over here and then shoot down on this guy. Well, let's try hamstring, why not? Ooh, and he failed his save throw. So now I guess he can't move as far? I don't know. And I think... Is that going to be it for her? Let's say that's it for her. Okay, so he's going to do something here. I'll show you. So he's going to move... See... What? Oh, I have to end his turn. Sorry. Let's see. So this one needs to get in the fight. So we're going to come down over here. And that should bring these guys into range, and then we will fire off our cantrips at this guy. Wow. Wow, we rolled a d20 on that attack roll. That was epic. And then... I think that means everybody's in combat. The swords are there. I think that means they're in combat. So it's his turn now, and we're gonna... He's already... Okay, so we're ending his turn. He's going to dash to the bottom of the stairs, but not go up. And then he's going to dash to the stairs and slip and fall. What a shot. Okay, from down there to up here, what are the chances that he'd be able to do that? Seriously. He's done it to me before. I don't like it. So I think we're just going to take a pot shot at him. And that's the end of him, and then we're going to stay off of that acidy stuff. And then I think she needs to get away from the acid too, so we're going to move her... Oh. Let's see.
Time for a new approach.
Okay.
Give up.
Can I hit this last guy from here?
Bleed for me.
Yeah.
Bleed for me. Okay.
Dull moment.
So we'll bring her over here now. All the rage guys are down. She's safe. I think I'm just gonna end.
Victory awaits.
And then we're gonna bring her right down here. And I think she's got a shot left in her. Almost done. Well, this guy's not dead. Alright. Okay, so I wonder if he could hit this guy from here. Let's find out. I think he can jump a distance. I think he can jump. Would he be in the acid there? How about here? Jump to here. He did jump into the acid. That's okay. And then we're gonna take a pot shot at this guy. Probably should have just stayed there.
Focus.
And for her, this is a big damage. Oh, she only needs 2 points of damage to put this guy down. There we go. Oops, I set everything on fire.
Survival is all that matters.
You don't always set everything on fire though, and I don't know why. What's this guy got left? 12? Let's try magic missile. Gotta be a little careful here. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 1 point left. Well, I'm just gonna move my, just gonna back up a little.
Time to strike.
And then, so I'm gonna use her bonus action, jump down to, I don't know, here? Oh wait, she's going, never mind. Okay, and we'll just shoot this guy. And miss. Don't forget the missing. Oh, what a clever fellow. And then, I don't know if he can hit this guy. Oh yeah.
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant
Okay,
prospect.
so that's that. So I just want to do the summary. Hopefully you saw that in action and it made sense. I just found the nomenclature here very difficult. So this is called an action and a bonus action, but I like to call it kind of a green action and an orange action. And basically the nut is that a green action is a set of actions that are entirely separate from the set of actions that is an orange action. So an action and a bonus action, to put it another way, is simply two actions you can take. The tricky bit is that each one is a different subset of actions, and you cannot repeat one kind of action in a turn. You can't take 2 green actions in a row, can't take 2 orange actions in a row. You can take no actions if you want, but it has to be one, then the other, and you can take them in any order you want. You can take the orange one and the green one, or then the green one and then the orange one. And then movement doesn't affect whether or not you can perform a green action or a bonus action. So feel free to move around. You can get to the end of your movement and then do any action, any green action or any orange action. With the exception of the jump. I do believe that when you get to the end of your movement in battle, then you can't jump. And remember that outside of battle, you can do whatever you want. So outside of battle, I should be able to cast this on this guy, who, you know, is still standing in acid, so maybe we should move him out of the way, I guess. There we go. Alright, well, I hope that makes sense. Alright, that's it. Thanks, y'all. Take care.